Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. We have some frigid weather on the way, so we're going to send it over to Nicole right away for our forecast.
We did have a very nice weekend out there. Mild temperatures. Now, it wasn't the warmest, but we finally got back to our average, and that is not going to be the case as we start this week off. Taking a live look outside in La Crosse and Eau Claire. It's pretty calm out right now. We do have those winds out there, but the snow has since stopped. We had those late flurries continuing throughout most of the day, not really accounting for too much in terms of accumulation, but as you can see, the last couple hours of radar, we've really started to clear up. Not a lot of activity left out there. Now, we do have much colder temperatures on the way. Right now we're sitting in the teens and the single digits out there, but if we take a broader view at our regional temperatures, you see much cooler air off in North Dakota and northern Minnesota. That is on its way to us. These are the real temperatures, and when you add that wind on that we have out there, it's making it feel much colder, and it's only going to get colder as we go throughout the rest of the night. Here's a look at those current wind speeds again. Even though they're around 15 miles an hour, it's just that light breeze, but that is just enough to make that much of an impact on your wind chill temperatures as we go into the morning. So we do have that very cold start to the week ahead of us. The good news is we have little snow chances, so that's either good news or bad news depending on how you look at it, but there's very little headaches that we'll have. We only have to focus on this frigid cold that we have coming in. We do have a brief warm up coming later in the week that will hopefully get us through the week, but then what looks like we're going to cool off again as we get towards the end of next week. So it's just going to be a good old-fashioned week of January weather out there.
All right, sounds good, Nicole. Thank you. A man is dead after an early Saturday morning accident. According to the Pepin County Sheriff's Office, 29-year-old Christopher Noel was driving south when his car left the roadway and struck an embankment. His vehicle overturned and landed back on the road. Noel was not wearing his seatbelt at the time, and during the crash he was ejected from his vehicle. Noel was pronounced dead at the scene by the Pepin County coroner. A large structure fire broke out at the Strupp Trucking Building in Onalaska on County Road XX this morning. According to Onalaska Fire Department, crews saw large amounts of smoke and fire coming from the structure upon arrival. More than 100,000 gallons of water were used to suppress the fire due to the size of the building. The structure was considered a total loss, but there were no injuries reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. And last night, a fire destroyed a home in Onalaska. According to the Onalaska Fire Department, crews that arrived to the scene found a split-level single-family home with a fire in the garage that was spreading to the back of the house. All 5 residents that were home at the time of the fire safely evacuated before crews arrived to the scene. The house was considered a total loss. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. 2 men are dead after a basket lift incident in Galesville yesterday. The Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office said that during the initial investigation into the accident, it appeared that the 2 men were in the basket lift trimming trees. The release said the lift ended up falling over due to its position on a slope. The names of the men involved are being withheld until the families are notified about the accident. A local state representative held a ceremonial swearing-in today. 96th Assembly District Representative Tara Johnson invited her constituents to attend the ceremony in Viroqua this afternoon. This is Johnson's first term in the state assembly after defeating incumbent Lauren Oldenburg this fall. Johnson says there are a number of issues she's hoping to address during the legislative session.
I think there's a lot of work to do around economic issues for Wisconsinites. Affordable child care, affordable housing, affordable health care.
She also hopes to tackle the state's formula for funding public schools, particularly special education programs. The 96th Assembly District had a new look for the 2024 election after the state Supreme Court struck down the previous legislative map. The new district lines include Vernon County and parts of South La Crosse County. A Wisconsin congressman will chair the House Cryptocurrency Subcommittee. Representative Brian Stile was appointed to the role Thursday. The Janesville native will oversee mobile banking, NFTs, and setting clear crypto-related regulations. According to WPR, the crypto industry spent over $700,000 to help re-elect Stile through its PAC Fair Shake. America's largest indoor water park is solidifying its title with a new $85 million expansion set to be completed next year. The Kalahari Resort's expansion will include a water park with a new glass-enclosed retractable roof. It will include 3 new water slides, a spa, and a swim-up bar. In addition to the new water park attractions, more food and beverage options will be available, as well as more cabanas. Fans across the state watched their Packers take on the Eagles today. That includes the Onalaska Legion Post 336. Their watch party at the Legion's headquarters provided food, drinks, and games for attendees. One volunteer says his favorite part is seeing everyone come together and have fun watching the game.
Every week we always trying to do something for the community to support the Packers, and my wife and I, Kristen, we always put on a thing, volunteer, and just have a good time and watch the Packers win.
While the outcome may not be what people were hoping for at that watch party, he says the Legion appreciated everyone that came out for the party. And for more on that game, we will have Kate Overton. He's going to have a full rundown of all of the highlights, or what I would say were the lowlights of the game. Definitely not one for Packer fans, not something that we're going to miss seeing. But coming up, political hostilities. Trump criticizes California officials' handling of the wildfires in California. More on the president-elect's comments after the break.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today?
It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now with Skyrizi, I'm all in. Thanks to Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many even achieved 100% clear skin. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with the Part B Premium Give Back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her. I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
Today, President-elect Trump called officials handling the California wildfires incompetent, asking why the flames were not yet extinguished. CBS's Tom Hansen has new details on the political tensions.
A countywide crisis reigniting political hostilities.
There was a serious lack of competent governance in California.
Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom is now pushing back against President-elect Donald Trump's claim that there had been no water for some fire hydrants. Last week, there were allegations of low water levels in at least one reservoir feeding the hydrants, hampering the response.
The reservoirs are completely full, the state reservoirs here in Southern California. That mis and disinformation, I don't think advantages or aids any of us.
At a press conference Sunday, Mayor Karen Bass downplayed talk of a growing rift between local officials and the incoming administration.
How troubled are you that there's a lack of communication between the city of Los Angeles and the incoming Trump administration?
There isn't a lack of communication between the city of Los Angeles and the incoming Trump administration. I have spoken with representatives of the incoming administration. I'll be talking more about that in the coming days.
In a letter, LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger extended an invitation of her own to the president-elect and urged the incoming administration to consider financial assistance for the communities affected.
I look forward to welcoming President-elect Trump to our communities so he can see the desperate need.
Tom Hansen, CBS News, California.
A new rule from the Biden administration will prevent the 3 credit reporting agencies from including medical debt in credit reports. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau predicts the move could lift the credit scores of about 15 million Americans by an average of 20 points, making it easier to get a mortgage, car loan, and other lending. The latest report from the Department of Labor shows the economy added a whopping 256,000 jobs last month, and the unemployment rate ticked down to 4.1%. Retail saw a big boost, but many of those jobs are likely seasonal hires. The Federal Reserve had already signaled plans to be more cautious with rate cuts this year, and a hot jobs report may reinforce that strategy. Coming up, the CDC is recommending a vaccine for all adults over 50, plus the benefits to only drinking coffee in the morning. That's all coming up after the break.
We have some very dangerous cold wind chills coming for the next few mornings. I'll have all the details on just how cold we're going to get and when we'll see a warm-up coming up right after the break.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstocks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
Start 2025 off right with a new Ram during the Start Something New sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors now to save over $10,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn, plus save an additional $3,250 with conditional incentives. Come see the all-new and redesigned Bighorn with unparalleled durability, towing, and hauling. Hurry in, this offer ends January 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for someone to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The CDC is now recommending the pneumococcal vaccine for all adults aged 50 or older. The vaccine, commonly called PCV, protects against the pneumococcal bacteria, which can cause pneumonia, meningitis, and bloodstream infections. The previous recommendation was only for adults 65 and older. People who drink coffee in the morning get a health benefit over people who drink coffee all day. A study by the European Society of Cardiology found morning coffee drinkers had a lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease and a lower mortality risk overall when compared to all-day coffee drinkers. One possible reason is drinking coffee in the afternoon or evening disrupts the body's circadian rhythms. A new government report shows unsanitary conditions at a Boar's Head plant in Virginia were contributing factors that led to a deadly listeria outbreak last summer. 10 people died and more than 60 others were sickened in 19 states by the tainted products. The Agricultural Department report says food inspectors found insects, both dead and alive, mold, mildew, and other problems at the company's Jarrett, Virginia plant weeks before the outbreak. Boar's Head closed the plant last September. Well, here in the Coulee region, we are seeing all the winter has to offer. We had some snow earlier, and now freezing temps are on the way. Let's send it to Nicole for a check on our forecast.
Yes, we are going to have a very frigid couple mornings ahead of us, and you're going to hear the term wind chill quite often as we go throughout the next week. Now, we do have a little bit of a break from the cold coming up as we get towards the end of this week. We'll have above average temperatures, but it's becoming more and more obvious that even colder weather will be coming in as we head into next weekend. So now is the best time to describe what exactly wind chill is and what causes it to feel so cold out there when we get these conditions. So we have that cold air in right now that came in behind that system system that brought our snow yesterday. We also have some breezier conditions as well. Typically, when your body is trying to stay warm, you're going to have that body heat keeping this nice warm layer around you, keeping you as warm as it can even when it's 20 degrees out. But if you don't have any wind out there, then that nice warm layer is going to stay pretty close to you, keeping you somewhat insulated, so it's actually going to feel like 20 degrees outside. Now, if you add that wind on top of it, that's when you start to get some problems. That hot layer of your body heat starts to get disrupted by that wind blowing away, and you really don't have that insulation anymore. So if it's 20 degrees outside, it's actually going to feel like more like 4 degrees outside when you tack on a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and that's exactly the conditions that we're seeing outside right now and as you head into your morning. So here's a look at those wind chill values that we're going to be seeing as you wake up in the morning. La Crosse sitting at what feels like -13 out there, -20 in Eau Claire, and there's not going to be a lot of warming going on throughout the day either. We're seeing those breezy conditions stick around throughout most of the afternoon, and with that cold air, we're not really seeing a lot of warming with it. -3 for that wind chill in the afternoon in La Crosse. That's really the warmest it's going to feel as you go throughout the day, only getting up to around -11 in Eau Claire, and then we fall right back down as we go into Monday night and into Tuesday morning as well. Still very frigid wind chills out there Tuesday morning, -14 in La Crosse, -17 in Eau Claire. As we head into Tuesday afternoon, the winds start to calm down a little bit, but we still have that cold air above us, so it'll still only feel close to 0, possibly getting above 0 as we go into Tuesday afternoon. Still a little bit chilly into Tuesday night as well, but Wednesday is when we'll finally start to feel a little bit of a relief. Now, the last 2 weeks have been fairly uninteresting as far as temperatures go. We've been fairly close to our normal for most days, other than a little bit of a wavering. This next 2 weeks are not going to be uninteresting for temperatures. Again, to start the week off, we're seeing high temperatures, nearly 13 degrees below average in La Crosse. As we go towards the end of the week, we're actually getting a nice little quick warm burst, getting up to 15 degrees above average, and then we really drop down quickly as we go to the end of next week, getting even colder than we will be to start this week off. It's a very similar trend in Eau Claire as well. We've been fairly close to average, just a few up and downs. Otherwise, to start the week off tomorrow, Monday, 17 degrees below your average high temperature, bouncing back up Thursday and Friday, getting nearly 14 degrees above average. But then as we head into next weekend and into the start of next week, possibly seeing high temperatures 20 degrees below average. So it's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be very cold out there at times, but at least the end of this week is going to be looking pretty nice. Some areas could actually be flirting with 40 degrees for your high temperatures out there. Overall, we're looking at a fairly dry week as well. We do have a few waves passing through that could give just a nice light flurry action out there. Otherwise, our best chance really comes over the weekend, and even that is looking very slim. So at least we don't have any road or travel problems to have in the back of our minds. We really just have to focus on getting through this cold, and it is going to be cold even with the high temperatures in the teens on Monday and Tuesday. With that wind tacked on, it's going to feel no more than maybe -5 out there, and then the only thing I'm really looking forward to is Thursday and Friday, possibly seeing 40 degrees in La Crosse. I'm looking forward to that.
Which is unbelievable to be seeing that in January.
Very unseasonable, but I'm not going to complain.
Not at all.
No.
Right. Thank you, Nicole. And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Leo Einer of Onalaska with La Crosse at Night. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and on our News 8 Now social media pages. If you would like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. Coming up next in sports, full highlights from the Packers playoff game against the Eagles. Plus, hear from Coach LaFleur and Jordan Love after a disappointing offensive performance. Cade is in next.
Your commute, your lunchtime, your drive home. Is it going to be clear, rainy, or worse? Every morning, I'll let you know. We'll see you then.
Celebrate 2025 during Home Furniture's New Year's sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices like this queen bedroom suite for just $8.99 and this table and bar stools for $15.99. Start the new year in style during the New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Bad feet? Bad back? Get Good Feet with a personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good feet, good hugs. Good feet, good days. Good feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Planning a home renovation? Save money on demolition and disposal fees by contacting Habitat for Humanity's Reclaim Program. Habitat will remove your cabinets, flooring, windows, appliances, and more for free. Habitat sells reclaimed material at the ReStore rather than sending it to a landfill. To schedule your free reclaim service, go to habitatlacrosse.org/reclaim.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it. By telling the heartwarming local stories with the same consistency and dedication as the difficult ones. And serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories. Because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
Ring in 2025 with our New Year's mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Get up to 10% off sale prices on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Jewel Plush Queen mattress is $759, and this Eden Plush Queen is $1079. Celebrate the New Year's mattress sale at Home Sleep Express.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Cade Overton.
Well, it was a tough game for the Packers, not the type of performance you would have liked in the playoffs, coming up short 22-10. Now let's show you how it happened. It was a rematch from week 1 of the season, but the Packers' pains started right from the jump. Opening kickoff, Keyshawn Nixon taking it back, gets to the 25, but he is lit up and he coughs up the football. It looked like the Packers may have recovered it, but after a review, they gave it to the Eagles, and it wouldn't take them long to capitalize. 2nd and 9, Jalen Hurts with all sorts of time finally goes to the middle of the field and has Jahan Dotson wide open for the score. Eagles go up 7. First Packers drive of the game, facing 3rd and 8. Love feeling the Philly pressure, and he just has to chuck it deep and throw it away. And then on the Packers' second drive of the game, facing a 3rd and 3, but Zach Tom misses his block, and Love is brought down. Green Bay punts it away. Credit to the Packers defense, playing great in the first half on 3rd and 10, all over Hurts, holds the Eagles to a field goal. Green Bay trying to get something going. 2nd and 7, Love taking a shot downfield, but Darius Slay with the tight coverage and picks it off. 5 minutes before the half, Green Bay with the chance at a field goal, but Brandon McManus' kick, no good. 45 seconds in the half. Packers trying to get some points before the break, but Love, bad throw, and that one is picked off. The former Badger, Zach Bond, with the interception. Eagles lead 10-0 at the half. Third quarter, Packers on 3rd and goal, looking for a score, going to the end zone, but it's out of reach. They would settle for a field goal, makes it 10-3. Then the Philly offense finally gets going. Hurts finds Dallas Goedert, and Goedert not going down. He's all the way in for the score. Eagles take a 16-3 lead. Packers finally get into the end zone at the start of the 4th quarter. Jacobs fighting his way in. That makes it 10-16, but after a Philly field goal, the Packers need to convert on 4th and 3. Love to Malik Heath, but he's out of bounds. Eagles take over, and there was no crazy comeback in this one. Philly takes it 22-10, the final.
But I thought our guys competed. It's just, you know, when you come in to somebody else's house against a really good football team, you can't start the way we did. And to fumble the opening kick and then them turn it into a touchdown and be set down 7-0 from the jump. You know, it was obviously too much to overcome.
It's tough. You know, I'm definitely, you know, it's the end of the season. You know, you lose playoff game. You know, we've been here before. It sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun being in that locker room after a game. And, you know, it sucks.
Love definitely hurting in that one. Not his best day, finishing with no touchdowns and 3 interceptions. But if the Packers don't give the Eagles a touchdown in the first 2 minutes of the game, it very well could have been a different story. It's always hard to turn the corner after the loss, but if you need a bright spot, the Packers will go into free agency with $65 million in cap space, and they have a chance to make some big additions to the team. Tomorrow night, the Minnesota Vikings will take center stage as they're set to battle the Los Angeles Rams in a game that's been moved to Arizona due to the California wildfires. The Vikings have been one of the best teams all season long, but the Rams are just one of 2 teams to defeat the Vikings this season when they got a 30-20 win over Minnesota back in Week 8. But it's a new season, and the Vikings know it's now or never.
Really not trying to make this week too big of what it is. Everyone knows it's a playoff game. Everyone knows that it's a win-or-go-home situation. So, I mean, it's just all about everybody being ready and being on the same page and ready to go win a game.
60 minutes to continue our season against a really good team that it feels the exact same way about it. And it's going to be as competitive as it gets and high-level football, and we've got to do the things that it takes to win the game and try to get it done.
Well, this one's set to kick at 7 p.m. on ESPN and ABC tomorrow night. The Vikings currently 2.5-point favorites, just a low number, as the Rams are a scary team when both Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are out on the field. We'll have more coverage of this one tomorrow. In the NBA, the Bucks with an afternoon game in New York up against a tough Knicks team. Bucks trailing in the second quarter. Chris Middleton trying to keep them in it. Knocks down the mid-range jumper to make it a 5-point game, but the Knicks were hot in the first half. Campaign from deep, nothing but net. New York up 9. 3 minutes before the break, Giannis with the feed inside to Brook Lopez. That's an easy 2 points. But then on the very next possession, Jalen Brunson finds Josh Hart wide open in the corner. 3 ball is good. New York up 13 at the half. Second half, Bucks trying to stay in it. Lillard's shot is off, but Giannis right there for the rebound. Bucket plus the foul. Bucks cut into the deficit, but the Knicks would pull away. Hart right up the middle, throws it down. Knicks take it 140-106, the final. All right, Allison, you heard me talking $65 million in cap space. Put on your GM cap for a second.
Oh, gosh.
What is your dream? Who do you think, or what position would you like?
Okay, so this maybe is a little controversial, but I think we need to get a wide receiver one. I think it's just been a little tough this season. We've seen injuries really impact it. We just have young guys, and there's just something a little bit off with our passing game. I think getting a really good receiver in there would be really great to see.
I don't think you're far off on that. We going into the season, a lot of good wide receivers. People were excited, but you can tell when you're going up at teams like the Vikings, like the Eagles, who have not true number 1 receivers. It really makes a difference out on the field.
For sure.
Getting a true number 1 plus a lot of these young guys, then that offense might look a little different.
For sure, yeah. Today was a Sunday to forget for Wisconsin sports fans. And get over this.
All right, we'll have more news after the break.
There's obviously a lot of different health issues related to untreated hearing loss.
Yeah.
Hearing loss can affect tinnitus, depression, isolation, heart health, cognitive decline, hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, safety and balance. The point is, you're never too old to do something.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
How did I ever miss this?
Before you were preventing migraine with Qulipta? You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making 0 migraine days possible. It's approved to prevent migraine to help give you that forget you get migraine feeling. Don't take if allergic to Qulipta. Get help right away for serious allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash, which may occur when taking Qulipta or days after. Common side effects include nausea, constipation, and sleepiness. Learn how AbbVie could help you save. Qulipta, the forget you get migraine medicine.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
It's so cold. I guess I should have called G&T Heating before the furnace went bad. Quite silly, really, with all the things that can go bad with a furnace. Plug vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, the filter. Should have called G&T sooner.
My fingers are freezing. They're numb.
Oh, take my extra pair of gloves.
Extra gloves?
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Cycling for a cause. Injured military veterans and their families pedaled across the Florida Keys 7-mile bridge during the Wounded Warrior Project's Florida Keys Soldier Ride cycling event. Over 40 veterans participated, some pedaling adaptive bicycles to accommodate their injuries. The event raises awareness and support for injured military members. Funds raised help develop peer mentoring programs, foster veterans' independence, and arrange needed transport between home and a rehabilitation hospital. Well, we'll have a final check on your forecast when we come back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Jason's been with us long enough now to see changes in Michael's abilities. He can analyze them and tailor his recommendations because he has almost as much knowledge of Michael's health as Michael's doctors do. I think that's huge. That is the single biggest factor for me. And that kind of client relationship is invaluable, especially when you're facing the challenges that we are.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevators. Stop in and see us today.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer, and it's recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Get out of here.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Well,
roller coaster is going to be the best way to describe our temperatures coming up. We started this weekend in the upper 20s, fairly mild out there, but we are dropping pretty quickly, getting below 0 as we head into the first couple days of the week, and then it's only going to get colder as we get into the beginning of next week, seeing a low of maybe -8 Sunday night. I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to be very chilly out there. Looking forward to that 40 though. That's going to be
definitely a roller coaster.
Heat wave.
I mean, I can't wait till we go up, and then it's going to be fun
Wisconsin
back.
weather for you. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.